How y'all doing? So, before we start, there's one intro. I have to add one thing real quick. Add source. We gotta do the series logos. KLOVE. There they are. Boop. Boop. Oh, and it's in the right spot too, but we gotta have it down here. Yep, right there. And then we gotta add in one more series image. Add new. And then I gotta add in one other one. So we got the KLOVE, we got the Robotech, but pardon me. We got the KLOVE, we got the Kingdom Hearts. Now we just need the main one. Robotech. Where is it? There it is. Stack them like that, and then let's call this the series. There we go. Lock them in place. Boom. Now this is what I like my truck from American Truck Simulator. It's a Freightliner Legacy with two 53-foot long trailers on the back. Mwah. Lovely piece of material. But without further ado, we're gonna get this up, get that ready to go. Let's hop in and get some night racing done, boys. This track can be temperamental with drivers. We are going 100 laps times 2 fuel. Let's crank it up, shall we? Excuse me. Fighting a little cough. Nothing too serious. But this is where we will find out who makes it in and who does not make it in to the playoffs. On the pole, we got Carlos Martinez. Here we go with the starting lineup. Carlos Martinez, Christian Russell, Special Noble, Bradley Ream, Cat Batson, Now Legacy, Matt McIntyre, Junior Absent, Kate Anderson, Jason Walker, Nathan Orman, Keith Batson, Carol Dent, Taylor Gertis, Steve Magnum, Osman Hamid, Mark Davison, Dante Muscamore, Cassie Gertis, Jackson Haywood, Cole Deaver, Tyson Swope, Zach Schultz, Mitchell Collins, Miguel Hernandez, Quentin Moore, Austin James, Laura Chung, Thomas Gersh Jr., Blaze Zertar, Mike Wisnowski, Bob Ross, James Claus, Luke Watney, Trevor Collins, Zach Rogers, Ray Dent, Tyler Gertis, Johnny Gardner, Weasley Abson, Rob Evans, and Ronald Sullivan. Commands have been given. It's time to crown a regular season champion. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are racing. Down the back front stretch this time, Sebastian Noble to the lead. Here comes Cat Batson on the inside of Sebastian Noble. Carlos Martinez right behind. 3 wide behind them. For 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Looks like it's to 9th place. Carlos Martinez back out to the front here at Hillside. Side-by-side action all over this track. 3 wide, possibly 4 rows deep right now. Kate Anderson trying to make it 4 wide back there with Bradley Ream. Bradley Ream, Christian Russell. Here comes Carol Dent to the race lead now. Osman Hamid right there as well. Mark Davison on the inside of both of those drivers. Jackson Haywood looking to the inside into turns 1. Will he be able to get past Mark Davison? Here comes our last race winner, Tyson Swope, now onto the inside. He already locked himself in. He just needs to help someone else get locked in now. Jackson Haywood, one of those drivers that needs to get locked in by a win possibly. He's at the front. Great side-by-side action here at the front of the pack. Zach Schultz now up to the front. Here comes Quidmore on the inside of Zach Schultz. Quidmore's been a guy we've been talking about a lot lately with the final 10 races coming into play. Cassie Gertis right back there in the back. She's looking to get back up front and get a win. Three wide action all around this track. Two wide majority of the race so far, but we've been having three wide action near the front, three wide action in the back, once in a while in the middle of the pack here. But it looks like the friends, Mike Wisnowski and Matt McIntyre, side by side down the backstretch. As yellow, looks like Taylor Gertis was involved. Bob Ross race back to the stripe now. As the caution comes out. Taylor Gertis, heavy damage on the 52 truck. Okay, so we're getting the field all sorted out. They're all coming into the pits. Let's go down to our pit cam and see who all's coming in. Looks like everyone's coming in here to get tires and fuel. Thomas Ghost Jr. will lead the field out. That's going to be a game changer because he was fourth when he entered. He will exit in first. Taylor Gertis did retire, so heartbreak for him. He will not make the playoffs this year. But Thomas Ghost Jr., Jason Walker, James Qualls, Matt McIntyre, Kate Anderson, Weasley absent, Trevor or Zach Schultz, Mike Wisnowski, Mark Davison, Nathan Orman, Bradley Ream, Kat Batson, Luke Watney, Carol Dent, Christian Russell, Austin James, Tyson Swope, Rob Evans, Quinn Moore, Miguel Hernandez, Carlos Martinez, Ray Dent, Johnny Gardner, Junior Abson, Cassie Gertis, Osman Hamid, Tyler Gertis, Rachel Collins, Jackson Haywood, Ronald Sullivan, Trevor Collins, Sebastian Lenoble, Monty Muscamore, Cole Deaver, Steve Magnum, Keith Batson, Bob Ross, Blaze Zerbatar, Zach Rogers, or Chong, and Al Legacy will round out your field as we are going back to green. This time. TV1 cam's gonna be our best friend here. We gotta watch for the 93 on the scorecard. Excuse me. Side-by-side action already at the front of the pack. Zach Schultz leading Mark Davison, Nathan Orman, Kat Batson, Carol Dent, Luke Watney, Austin James, Bradley Room, Quentin Moore, and Miguel Hernandez, Carlos Martinez, and Johnny Gardner all on the inside line right now, with Cassie Gertis, Osman Hamid all right behind Johnny. Cole Deaver is very well off the pace. Along with Blaze Zerbatar and Bob Ross, Zach Rogers. Everyone's off the pace except for this big pack here of several trucks. Looks like we got 33 trucks strong in this pack right now. As we are watching Cole Deaver for a little bit. Yeah, I know we got pack racing in the back, but when it comes to lap traffic, you don't know what's going to happen. Cole Deaver, all by himself, he hears roughly half that pack, if not all of it, right behind him. Best bet for him is to get to the bottom and stay there. He's going to try and run with everyone. But if you got the bottom 2 lanes, you should be fine. Like I said, the bottom 2 lanes are going to be your best friend here in lap traffic. Plus, it gives the lap guys that have fallen behind a chance to catch back up, get some speed. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Very clean. Battle for the race lead. Carol Dent looking to get the race lead now off turns 3 and 4. Next 2 are Bob Ross and Blaze Zeratar, but they don't have, maybe in like a few laps. As Valentine Muscamore in that 13 will go to the race lead now. Osman Hamid, Christian Russell, Tyler Gertis, Trevor Collins, Steve Magnum, Cassie Gertis, James Close, Sebastian Lenoble, Matt McIntyre, all on that inside line, ready to push it forward. Christian Russell and a new paint scheme for when he gets into the playoffs. Tyler Gertis right there as well. Him and Cassie are looking to lock themselves in. This is a final chance to do so. Bob Ross and Blaze Zeratar both side by side. They're both going to hold up this field. Who's going to give an inch? Yellow is out. Oh, big one for starts with Tyson Swope going way down, getting spun out by Carlos Martinez, Ray Dent, Austin James, Lord Chong, Junior Absent, Luke Watney. Officials are calling Carlos Martinez to the pits or to the trailer after the race is done. Yeah, we know it was an accident, but he could have laid off the gas. But yeah, I know you guys get hooked. But they just want to talk to him, see if there was a rivalry going on between the two. But Lord Chong, Ray Dent is out of contention to make it in. So Carlos Martinez coming back in the pits. Could be pit road glitch. Going green this time around. Truck's a lot down. The 29, the 51, 29, 93, 51. Can Zach or Steve Magnum here hold off Sebastian Lenoble? I know we've been having an exciting first race here. We haven't been here since last year with the Robotech series. Sebastian Lenoble making it 3 wide with a run on the outside. Rule number 1 in racing, you never want to pass on the outside. C Magnum pulling away from the pack now. James Qualls, he is a driver that is potentially out of the playoffs unless he gets a win. If he wins here, he gets automatically locks himself into the playoffs. Bob Ross is several laps down. This is going to hurt his points run this evening. Side by side, 3 wide at the front. Tyler Gerdes, Nathan Orman. Here comes Christian Russell on the inside to make it a 3 wide battle for the race lead. Great run for these drivers. Austin James is possibly out of contention to lock himself. Well, he's already locked in, but he's out of contention to winning today's race. Austin James holding up the outside line. Johnny Gardner led that lap. Here we go. Last 40 laps. Anything can go here. They got enough fuel. They got enough tires. Will they have enough tires, though? With how hard they've been running recently, it could be anyone's race. Trevor Collins looking to lock himself in. After this, we will go in, see who has the most top 5s, most top 10s, and go from there. It's anyone's race right now. Nathan Orman right there at the front. He's a new guy I thought never would see being at the front of the pack. Lap traffic again with 31 laps to go. Sorry about that. Carlos Martinez. He's looking to lock himself into the playoffs now. Rob Evans looking to make a win. Cat Batson looking for 2 in a row. James Qualls looking for another one. Ronald Sullivan, Kate Anderson, Christian Russell, Sebastian Lenoble's already locked in. Cassie Gertis looking for another one. Where is Tyler Gertis at right now on track? He is falling behind a little bit, not too much. As Thomas Gertis Jr. Wait one sec. We gotta check on Weasley Absent is being called to the KLOVE Truck Series trailer. For intentionally spinning out the 33 truck into the pit road. That could have been very deadly. '51 trucks coming into the pits, possibly due to a tire rub issue that he's had, or getting fresh tires. James Qualls leading the pack here at Hillside with 17 laps to go. Make it, yeah, now it's going to be 17 to go this time around. Keith Batson right there on the inside. He's looking to make it 3 wins in a row. Pit stops, BRB. Pit road is getting busy now. Cassie Gertis, the race leader now. She brings everyone down into the pits. Except for the 23, the 45, and the 98. But that won't stop her. We know she has a fast truck to get the job done. Here comes Cassie Gertis back out on track. Looks like we got a yellow. Yes, we do. Mike Wisniewski and Mark Davison just get together, and Mark Davison gets the inside barriers. Nothing too bad there. Cassie Gertis is your race leader with 9 laps to go. Yeah. Let's see how this is gonna play out. She's won one race already. But Cassie Gertis, Carol Dent, Sebastian Lenoble, James Close, Osman Hamid, Matt McIntyre. Yeah, I know, Mama will be back. Mitchell Collins, Johnny Gardner, Ronald Sullivan, Keith Batson, Miguel Hernandez, Rob Evans, Kat Batson, Trevor Collins, Bradley Ream, Tyler Gertis, Zach Schultz, Steve Magnum, the 54 of Nathan Orman, the 28 of Al Lagacy, Quinn Moore, Valentine Muscamore, Mike Wisniewski, Christian Russell, Weasley Abson, Jackson Haywood, Kate Anderson, the 99 of Mark Davison, 33 of Thomas Garris Jr., the 3 of Zach Rogers, 81 of Carlos Martinez, the 51 of Blake Ziertar, 85 of Luke Watney, 93 of Bob Ross, 42 of Junior Abson, 92 of Jason Walker, the 1 of Austin James, the 29 of Cole Deaver are all on track. We have 63 of Laura Chong, 15 Ray Dent, Tyson Swope, and Taylor Gertis all out of the race. Coming back to the restart this time by with 5 laps to go. Who is it going to be? Cassie could get a good jump here and just take off from the field. And like I said it, Austin James just held up that out in the line completely, giving Cassie maybe enough room for one solid restart. And here we go. Cassie Gertis still going to try and hold the line the best she can. She really needs to get to the inside line if she wants to get this win here today. Here comes Johnny Gardner now up to the front. Here comes Ronald Sullivan now. Anyone's race here with 3 laps remaining. Two laps to go, and it's Keith Batson up at the front. Rob Evans. Now here comes Bradley Ream, Trevor Collins on the inside. White flag last lap around. Could Keith Batson bring it home? Final turn, final time. Checker flag is waving. And it's going to be Keith Batson locking himself into the playoffs. Here is your finishing order. Keith Batson, Trevor Collins, Rob Evans, Bradley Ream, Cat Batson, Ronald Sullivan, Zach Schultz, Matt McIntyre, Steve Magnum, Johnny Gardner, Osman Hammond, Nathan Orman, James Qualls, Quintmore, Cassie Gertis, Valentine Muscamore, Sebastian Noble, Miguel Hernandez, Carol Dent, Christian Russell, Mitchell Collins, Tyler Gertis, Al Legacy, Jackson Haywood, Weasley Abson, Kate Anderson, Mark Davison, Mike Wisnowski in the 2. Thomas Gertis Jr., Zach Rogers, Carlos Martinez, Blaze Ziertar, Luke Watney, Bob Ross Jr. Abson, Jason Walker, Cole Deaver, Austin James, Laura Chong, Ray Dent, Tyson Swap, and Taylor Gertis rounding out the field. That will do it for race 30, and we will crown our champion. So let's go back and show you the points. And the champion for the regular season Keith Batson is your race winner. Here we go for standings. Bradley Ream. Okay, so here's the plan. We got our drivers now. We need to see where they finished. So Sebastian James, Thomas Gertis Jr., Zach Rogers in the 3, 29 of Cole Deaver, Austin James in the 1, Tyson Swope in the 8, Keith Batson in the 39, Okay, so now we gotta look. Johnny Gardner, he's locked himself in the 45 truck. Cassie Gertis in the 7s locked herself in. So once we get to 24, that is the cutoff. Jackson Haywood. In the 18s locked himself in. Miraculously, Kat Batson has locked herself in as well. Oh wait, Trevor Collins then? Yeah. Trevor Collins in the 98. Kat Batson in the 70. Blaze Zebratar in the 51. Ronald Sullivan in the 22. Tyler Gertis in the 55. Miraculously, I never thought that I would say this, but to see the 55 truck being ran as an honor scheme get locked in is unbelievable. Miguel Hernandez in the 49, he's locked himself in. Kate Anderson in the 12 has locked herself in. Carlos Martinez. Did I totally janked that spelling when I have it right here. In the 87s locked himself in. 3 more slots to go. Who's it gonna be? It looks like James Qualls has locked himself in that 10 truck. Ray Dent in the 15. And Jason Walker in the 92. So, this or hold on. I will be doing all the points, but the drivers that are out will get highlighted. And then to finish off the season, voila, we have the points all set up, ready to go. Everyone that has wins miraculously made it in to the polls this season. Cassie Gerda 6 polls. Max points right there, 3,500 points. So everyone going into this race, into the playoffs, have an advantage. First track that we go to, if I find it, no, it's right here. We go to IRP. I changed that up at the last minute. We are going to IRP. That means that we gotta look for IRP real quick. You guys can help me. We need to go the whole way down to the eyes. Or is it still considered Lucas Oil? Okay, so I gotta see how many cars it can hold. That time is never gonna get beat. Jason Leffler will always hold that race. But we got IRP has been extracted. It's go time, boys. We gotta get this track in. To the tracks folder. There we go, love. Hold on one sec. Okay. So when I go into the game, I need to look at we gotta rename a few drivers. Austin James is switching over to the Haley Deegan Ford machine. Bradley Ream never made it in. Ouch. Miguel Hernandez. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Sebastian, check. Thomas Curtis Jr., check. Keith Batson, check. Zach Rogers, check. Cole Deaver, check. Austin James, check. Tyson Swope, check. Already checked Batson. Curtis, check. Johnny, check. Haywood, check. Trevor Collins, check. Cat Batson, check. Blaze Zebratar, check. Ronald Sullivan, check. Tyler Curtis, check. Miguel Hernandez, check. Kate Anderson, check. Okay, so I need to go down. Sebastian, Thomas Gross Jr., Zach Rogers, Cole Deaver, we might be one driver over. So Jason Walker might be out of it. Yeah, it looks like Jason Walker will not make it in as of right now. We're still double checking, making sure everything looks correct. So Jason Walker is the only one that will not make it in. As a playoff driver. Okay, so IRP. Oh yeah, let's do this. IRP time. $50 laps of distance sounds reasonable. Let's do 105, like Norton suggested, and let's go.
Drivers, to your cars.
Wait a minute. Is that the? We got the 65 and the 69. So here is your starting lineup. On the pole, Christian Russell and Carol Dent, Nathan Norman, Ray Dent, Mike Wisnowski, Kate Anderson, Rob Evans, Kat Batson, Miguel Hernandez, Matt McIntyre, Zach Rogers, Mitchell Collins, Jackson Haywood, Jr. absent, Cassie Gertis, Tyson Swope, Keith Batson, Luke Watney, Mark Davison, Zach Schultz, Sebastian Noble, Quinn Moore, James Qualls, Weasley absent, Cole Deaver, Austin James, Blaze Abertar, Barras, Johnny Gardner, Osman Hamid, Tyler Gertis, Jason Walker, Laura Chong, Taylor Gertis, Bradley Ream, Ronald Sullivan, Carlos Martinez, Trevor Collins, Valentin Muscamore, Al Legacy, Steve Magnum, and Thomas Ghost Jr. rounds out your field. Whew. And the pace truck is actually parked right where I would like them to be. Commands have been given, and we are set to do playoffs, boys and girls. Wait a minute. Coming down the backstretch now into turns 1 and 3 and 4. It sounds like they're coming into turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I mean, let's pace trucks in. Green is out here at IRP. We are racing. Championship races underway. It looks like the 15 will have the most points coming into the first of the season. Sorry about that, audio technical issues. Christian Russell pulling away from the field now down the front stretch as we got a caution. Looks like it was for Bradley Ream in the 9. It was. Caution's out here right away. No harm, no foul. But it is the Indianapolis 100, I believe. Or the Indy 25. How big is this track? So I know how many miles it is. So the early bird special here at Indy, let's just say they're gonna go the whole way on fuel. But playoff racing is underway here at IRP. I will be right back getting a quick munchie in my system real quick. This time around. Sorry about the chewing there, guys. But Christian Russell leads them down to green flag here at IRP. And it will be Christian Russell still leading into turns 3 and 4. Nathan and Orman's right there looking to close it in. Not that long of a race here at IRP. We were gonna go for a much bigger option of a track like Indy, but Indy's too much of a wreck fest, so we just changed it up and decided to just go with IRP. We're back. Still Christian Russell leading the pack. It looks like Ray Dent will be the first one to get the 100 points total. So his total for the season will be roughly, depending on points, it should be 40,000 points to start off. By the time we get to the end of the season, it's going to be roughly 5,000 points. Caution is out once again here. Looks like it's for Bradley Ream and Jackson Haywood. Yep. And Jackson Haywood is one of the drivers that has failed to make it in. So Bradley Ream and Jackson Haywood are both out of the race due to engine failure. Green flag is back out. We are underway once again here at IRP. Nathan Orman still trying to pass Christian Russell in the 24 truck. Nice side-by-side action in the back there for, it looked like to be 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Excuse me. And the reason why I made those drivers have W in their names are when I'm doing the playoff list, I can see where they're ranked at the bottom of the list. So yeah, they may not be in the right spots at the top anymore. Yeah, I understand. But now we're on to the playoffs. So playoffs are going to be at the bottom of the list. Points are going to go as follows. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, or I mean 100, 95, 90, 98, 90, like, you know, going backwards, 100, 95, 90, 85, 80, 86, 75, 70, 65, 60, 55, 50, so on and so forth. But I will be right back. I gotta go bathroom one more time. got another caution. Let's see who it was for this time. Looks like it was for the 33 of Thomas Garst Jr. Going green next time by, I believe. Yes, we are. So Ray Dent is still up there in that fifth spot. Gonna get those first 100 points of the season and make himself the points leader in the playoffs so far. Carol Dent slips high, gonna lose 2 spots, possibly more. Ray Dent's still gonna be at the top of the charts after this race is over. with 8 laps to go. It's anyone's race, but it's going to be Christian Russell, who had an upset in the trying to get himself into the playoffs. Anyone's race right now as we are coming down to the last few laps. Next we go to a road course. It will be Paparias with the long road course, 32 laps. Then we go to 8 Bowl for 40 laps. Then Chicagoland for 54 laps. Lime Rock for 40 laps. What's it called for? Armory Digital for 58 laps, and then we go to Homestead for 54. Our Carl's Superstore for 81, and Orlando for 51, and then we go into outer space for 150 laps. And that is gonna finish the race here with the yellow. Is there a yellow? Yellow did come out, but where is everyone else? Christian Russell, winner. Well, that was jank. So here is your finishing results for race 31. Christian Russell, Nathan Norman, Matt McIntyre, Miguel Hernandez, Mitchell Collins, Tyson Swope Jr., Abson, Luke Watney, Cassie Gertis, Mark Davison, Keith Batson, Zach Schultz, Sebastian Lenoble, Quentin Moore, Bob Ross, James Qualls, Cole Deaver, Austin James, Blaze Zilbertart, Tyler Gertis, Johnny Gardner, Jason Walker, Al Lagacy, Lord Chong, Trevor Collins, Weasley Abson, Thomas Garris Jr., Ronald Sullivan, Taylor Gertis, Ray Dent, Kat Batson, Osman Hamid, Carlos Martinez, Carol Dent, Mike Wisnowski, Kate Anderson, Zach Rogers, Rob Evans, Valentin Muskemore, Steve Magnum, Bradley Ream, and Jackson Haywood finish the top of the field. Take you down to victory lane. So let's go ahead, get the new points up and everything. It's gonna be the Indy 36. So okay, so we're gonna generate the files. But I need to view results though instead, because that's where the points. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is Hernandez, which Carlos or Miguel Hernandez. Tyson Swope with 95. Cassie with 90. Keith Batson with 85. James Qualls with 75. Cole Deaver with 70. Sorry about the coughing, guys. So how the playoffs are working right now, the top 5 spots. So the areas that are marked off in red are slots that the drivers are in. Yeah, I know most of this is going to be wonky now, but at the same time, I just don't care because we got, right here, we got new points. Everything's all together. We still have 1,000 points right there. This is just points battling for the back of the pack right now. But here's a closer view for you guys. Of how the format's gonna be, just so you guys can see everything up close. Pretty much, if you get bumped from the spots that are highlighted, or that's gonna be if your name's highlighted, you don't make the cut, and your name gets read out the whole thing. So right now, Haywood, and it's Haywood, Martinez, Anderson, or no, Rogers, Anderson, Martinez, and Cat Batson are all on the bubble. So yeah, we will do bad and good. Good. But yeah, that's how it's gonna look for playoff wise. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave that up. But thanks for watching, as I gotta rename it, so hold on one sec. But thanks for watching, guys.